Alright guys, we are live. Welcome to the WMMA Scene Now live fight companion for Combate 30 Mexicali. So, all we're going to be doing is going to be providing live commentary for this event as it happens. There's only one female fight on the card. I thought there was going to be two. That's why I was going to cover it in the first place. But that's alright, we'll still do it anyway. Unless I get like... As long as there's people that will tune in to watch, I'll keep doing it anyway. I don't know anything about any fighter on this card. I just decided to do it, earlier today and didn't have time to look up everybody. So, just going to be chilling. We're going to have fun because Combate America's events are always a good time. They're always fun as hell. So, who is this? Ensenada. So, getting ready for the first fight of the night, looks like. And I'm just trying to bring up the fight card. Oh, looks like they're going over the entire card, maybe? Is that what they're doing? Trying to figure it out here on my... Maybe this is the first fight. I can't tell what's going on because I have the volume turned down because, can't let volume get out over the feed. Anybody in yet? Nope, nobody's in yet. That's alright. Just letting the so you got promo for probably the main event going on right now. And I left my TV on, so I'm gonna go turn that off real quick. Still trying to bring the fight card up here. Are you serious? So it looks like the first fight's going to be a lightweight. Jesus Blanco versus somebody else. Did Tapology actually update it? No, they have not. Okay, first fight's going to be Jesus Blanco 2 and 3 versus Ramiro Jimenez, making his pro debut. Jesus Blanco is making his way to the ring right now. Let's see what I can find out about Jesus here. So Jesus is 5'8". Not sure on his age. He's from Mexico, like a lot of their fighters. Fights at Demolition Fight Club, wherever that is. Not going to take ourselves too seriously tonight, guys. This is just going to be a night of fun fights. Hopefully, they're usually pretty good. I mean, if you've never watched Combate Americas before, there are a lot of finishes, fast-paced fights. So that's Combate actually really encourages the fighters to, keep it moving. Just gonna adjust my chair here. Okay, that's much better. So now we got Ramiro Jimenez. Looks like he was 2-0 as an amateur. Also 5 feet 8. He's from Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico. That's from what I know about the Baja California. It's like all desert. Most of it's a wasteland. And Jimenez fights out of Kimura Training Center. So we got our hometown boy making his octagon. It's round, completely round, so no real corners per se. They're being introduced right now. According to Combate's website, Blanco is an orthodox fighter, whereas Jimenez is a southpaw. So these are always fun to watch. Always fun to watch southpaw versus orthodox, because you never know how much each person trains with the other style. Usually, southpaw has a little bit of advantage, striking advantage over the orthodox fighters, just because you know, it's way more common to train with orthodox than it is a southpaw. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see, anything else? Nope, still doing the introductions. Oh, we got a couple viewers now. The chat is open, so if you want to say hi, feel free to do so. Alright, fighters are back to their corners after getting instructions from the ref. So Jimenez is 20 years old, 5'8", 70-inch reach. And Blanco is 23 years old, 5'6", looked like a 67-inch reach. Okay. So we got Blanco in the black trunks or half black trunks. Jimenez in all green. Oh, ooh. Jimenez tags him with a nice left. Southpaw working his advantage early. Got a nice leg kick there from Blanco. Oh. Front kick from Jimenez misses. Jimenez working forward. Trying to work that left. He's working to sneak it in. Oh, Jimenez ducks under a punch from Blanco and takes him down with nice double leg. Immediately goes to half guard, or excuse me, side mount. Now it looks like he's working to got Blanco working on the bottom, trying to shrimp out. Jimenez on top, trying to better secure position. Oh, we got Blanco. He's escaping. He's to his down all fours. He's standing up, but Jimenez jumps on his back to get him back down to the ground. Blanco on all fours now. Jimenez high up on his back, working to get the hooks in. And he's got both hooks now. Flattens Blanco out. Looks like he's working for. I think he's trying to go for the figure 4 leg lock. But Blanco manages to get back to his hands and knees. Jimenez still on top, though. Working a little bit of ground and pound now. On top is Jimenez. Jimenez looking for openings for the ground and pound. Trying to get... He should be working to secure his top position better because he's halfway off of Blanco. But I think he's a little too... Oh, he has both hooks in. Okay. I think he was a little too eager to flatten him out. He has control of one of Blanco's right wrist. Oh, just let it go. Right now he's just trying to pick his shots with the ground and pound. Oh, he's getting the arm around. Might be going for RNC. Nope. Pulls it back out. Some more punches from top position. And not much going on so far. Blanco is just trying to cover up his head to block any punches. Oh, he initiates a scramble, but Jimenez manages to stay on his back. Jimenez on Blanco's back, but Jimenez is on his back, but on Blanco's back with the hooks in. He's working a rear naked choke. He's got it in deep. It's under the chin now. It's in pretty deep. Blanco trying to fight it off. How long can he keep this in? Oh, he's got it locked in now. Really locked in. He is squeezing hard. Jimenez working that rear naked choke. He is locked in. Blanco is fighting as hard as he can. And Jimenez gets the tap out from Blanco with the rear naked choke in the first round. He stays out on his back here for a minute, just, taking it all in. He's getting back up. Blanco looking very disappointed. Good win for Jimenez. What was his name? Ramiro Jimenez. Wins by first round rear naked choke. So for you guys watching, like I said, Combate Americas, they're fast paced. A lot of finishes. Already got it. First round submission. First fight of the night. Let's go to the chat. 61 Third says, where's the fights? There's no fight footage on these streams. It is commentary only. That's why in the title it says no footage. So now we got Jimenez. He's getting some selfies with his team. They're celebrating before the official announcement. What's his name? The former pro wrestler who's like vice president is in the ring. Campbell McLaren is in there. He's the president of Combate. He was one of the founders of the UFC back in the day. 61 Third says, thank you. Enjoy the whiskey. Thank you. I definitely will enjoy the whiskey. What is the name of the pro wrestler guy? Roberto something. I want to say his real name is Roberto Rodriguez. I forget I can't remember what his name was in the WWE. But he's also a former MMA fighter. Previously, he usually fought under a luchador wrestling name, Dos Caras Jr. He's famous for getting knocked out by Mirko Krokop. Took the left high kick to the head and then a nasty punch in Pride. What was that? Pride Bushido? That was Pride Bushido 1. Man, that was a long time ago. But you see him in the corner. They're trying to loosen the mask afterwards, and they loosened it up, and this blood just... It was gross. Miro Jimenez. I'm going to hear a lot of rolling R's if you're also watching the fights. The fights, by the way, are on DAZN, D-A-Z-N, if you can have the app. If you are watching internationally, excuse me, I believe it depends by country. I believe they also broadcast on, I want to say Univision. I think in the Latin American countries, Combate is on Univision, or one of Univision's subsidiary channels. So you can watch it there if you're watching from Latin America. So we're moving on to the next fight already. Ramon Vizcarra versus Ernesto Ibarra. It's going to be in the flyweight division. So let's see what these guys say about these guys on Tapology. Okay, Ramon Wildboy Vizcarra is 1-0 as a pro. He went 1-2, looks like, in his last 3 amateur fights. Ernesto the Stallion Ibarra is coming in 2-0. Both fighters are from Mexico. Doesn't say where for Ibarra, but for Wildboy it says he's from Mexicali. So we got another hometown boy. This time he's in the flyweight division. Vizcarra trains out of Maranatha Kickboxing and BJJ, wherever that is. And Stallion Ibarra trains out of AVT Blackzikans, BLACXICANS. However you're supposed to pronounce that. I don't know. I'm thinking it's Blackzikans. Makes sense, I guess. Maybe it's kind of like the Black Zillions, except they're Blackzikans. I don't know. Hadn't thought about that. Yeah, maybe they're like maybe everyone's either black or Mexican, like when the Black Zillions figured out their team name, because everyone training there was either black or Brazilian. So fairly interesting little tidbit there. So who's coming in first? That looks like Ibarra coming in first. Yep, I believe that's Ernesto Ibarra coming in first. The Stallion, 2-0 as a pro. I don't have my headphones with me tonight, or else I'd have them in so I could listen to the commentary too. Oh well. Maybe next time. I'll remember that next time. It looks like after this fight is the fight that any of my viewers have been waiting for. It's the female fight of the night. Couple of atomweights facing off. So looks like we got someone coming in. Welcome, welcome. You have just came in time for flyweight fight between Ernesto Stallion Ibarra versus Ramon Wildboy Vizcarra. Vizcarra is making his way to the ring right now. Vizcarra is 5'5", 125 pounds. He's southpaw, whereas Vizcarra is 5'6" and orthodox, whereas Ibarra is a southpaw. So we got another orthodox versus southpaw fight coming up. Should be interesting to see how the orthodox Vizcarra responds to Ibarra's southpaw style. In the last fight that Jesus Blanco had a hard time dealing with Jimenez. Jimenez is left. Of course, Jimenez also didn't waste any time in taking the fight to the ground, where he got that quick win. But of course, the fights always start on the feet, so that's where the interest comes in, as far as who is what, southpaw, orthodox. Myself, when I boxed as an amateur, I had a couple of amateur fights. I fought a southpaw, and the funny thing is, I'm actually right hand dominant, but I was so used to, for some reason, the boxing stance. Having wrestled in high school, it was more natural for me to stand in a southpaw stance because I was right side dominant. So that's what I was go for my takedowns. So that was where my lead leg was always at. So I always fought southpaw. Right, announcing Ernesto Ibarra. Both fighters in the ring. Ring announcers making his announcements. Just introduced Ernesto Ibarra. He's looking pretty fired up. Maybe that's why they call him a stallion. Now they're introducing Vizcarra as 2-0. Maybe he has another fight that Tapology missed. Of course, their website, Combate websites, list him as 2-0 as well. Of course, you can't always go by Tapology. I mean, because it does rely on people uploading the proper records and verifying them and everything. So you'll find that a lot of Chinese fighters' profiles are missing a lot of fights on there. Just because there will be small events in China that no one hardly knows about. So Hector Molina is going to be the third man in La Jaula for this fight. Both fighters are getting their instructions, being sent back to their corners. So Vizcarra is taller by 1 inch, but both have a 67-inch reach advantage. One of them weighed 131 and the other 129. It's supposed to be like a flyweight fight. That's weird. I'll tell you what, Combate, they have a lot of problems with missed weights. And I don't know, like a lot of their events are in Mexico. I don't know what exactly so their action's getting going on. They're in the center of the ring. They're getting a feel for each other. Ibarra is controlling the middle. Vizcarra on the outside. Circling around. Nice leg kick from Vizcarra. Ooh, a high kick from Vizcarra. Whiffs past. Vizcarra, the more active fighter right now. Another high kick attempt from Vizcarra that misses. Looks like he's trying to find his range, whereas Ibarra is content to just, wait. Ooh! Vizcarra goes in, lands a nice 1-2. A nice feint from Vizcarra lands a low kick. Continuing to circle around. He's only circling one direction, though. He keeps circling left. Eventually, Ibarra is going to have to try to... Ibarra checks a leg kick, but eats a punch. Yeah, eventually, Vizcarra is going to keep circling left. Ibarra, if he's smart, will cut off the cage. But for now, he seems to content to look for a nice counter. Oh, nice uppercut from Ibarra. I think that got him. Oh, and flying knee attempt from Ibarra. Now they're clinching up against the cage. Ibarra has control on the outside, but they've got over-unders. Each man working the over-unders. Jockeying for position right now. Oh, now Vizcarra gets on the outside and breaks the clinch, lands a nice elbow to Ibarra on the break. Looks like he might have landed a low blow, or... Oh, no, he lost his mouth guard. So, short referee break to get Vizcarra's mouth guard back in. Or get it washed off before he gets it back in. That's a good idea. You always want to wash them things off. All right, they're resuming the action right now. Vizcarra still on circling around the outside, always in the same direction, always to his left, Ooh, nice exchange of punches between the two. Vizcarra, he circles, and then he comes in. Circles, comes in. Circles, trying to punch. He's becoming very predictable, but the big question is Ibarra experienced enough to figure this out? It's looking like he might. Ooh, overhand left from Ibarra just whizzes past Vizcarra. Totally misses. Low kick from Vizcarra. Not much going on. Ooh! Ooh, a counter left from Ibarra staggers Vizcarra. Now they're clinching up against the cage, working the over-unders. Vizcarra is has his back against the cage, but he's got double unders on Ibarra. So essentially stalemating him. This is giving Vizcarra time to recover there. We'll see how much he's recovered. They're broken apart now. Vizcarra again circling to the left. And more of the same. Vizcarra circling around. Nice knee attempt from Ibarra. Vizcarra comes in. They exchange right in simple short combinations. This fight's honestly getting very predictable. Ooh, high kick attempt from Vizcarra. But yeah, it's getting very predictable. Ibarra seems incapable of cutting Vizcarra off, or he seems content to just wait for Vizcarra to come in so he can try to counter. More circling from Vizcarra. About 18 seconds left on the clock. Not a whole lot of action going on. Again, Vizcarra, he's just so predictable, but Ibarra just keeps letting him. And they're striking right now. They're getting it going on now. Vizcarra bleeding from his nose. And now it's the end of the round. So, how to score that round? I think Vizcarra landed more strikes, but the only significant one of the entire round was from Ibarra. They're showing a replay of it. Snuck a right in, and then he snuck like a right uppercut, like boom, like real short under Vizcarra's arm, and then followed up with a left cross. Really nice combination. Nobody's watching right now, so can't talk about it. Up between rounds, they're showing the atomweight, one of the atomweight fighters. She's looking pretty nervous backstage. And I don't blame her. They're both making their pro debut tonight. Cutman working on Vizcarra's nose in the corner. Looks more like a cartel member than a Cutman. All right, seconds are out, and they're getting ready to start the second round. Hopefully there's a little more action this round and less circling by Vizcarra. Ooh, he starts out coming out swinging early, Vizcarra does. Ibarra is still in the center, whereas Vizcarra is moving faster now. I think he wants to get the action going more now. I mean, he's still circling in the same direction. More circling, more circling. Oop, comes in. Always with the same, always. He seems to like the 2-1 combination a lot. He doesn't come in with a jab. He comes in. Up there he went jab cross and then tried to land a kick, but missed on the kick again. I don't think he's landed a single high kick he's attempted. And again, Ibarra just seems content to stay in the center, let Vizcarra whiff on most of his punches and every single one of his high kicks. Always looking to land like the big counters. Checked low kick followed by a counter from Ibarra. Vizcarra coming in again. He's looking like he might be faking the kicks now. We're going for more low kicks instead of the high kicks. Oh, nice. Nice exchange of combinations from the two in the center of the cage. Vizcarra again backs out and then comes in with a punch and a low kick. So Vizcarra now, instead of coming in with the punches followed by a high kick, he's now aiming with the punches and then a low kick. And they're striking in the center now. Vizcarra is starting to land more of his punches, but Ibarra, again, still landing his counters nice. Doing a very nice job of countering. And I think Ibarra definitely has Vizcarra's timing down better. Except for those low kicks. He's starting to check the low kicks a little better. But still getting the better of the punches. And the ref stops the action real quick. Checks on Vizcarra's nose, I guess. And restarting the fight. Vizcarra, again, comes in with some punches. A low kick and some more punches. But nicely countered by Ibarra. Vizcarra, again, circling around. His nose is really bleeding now. He's got blood all over him. Oh, nice counter left by Ibarra there. As Vizcarra again comes in with some punches and kicks. More circling from Vizcarra. Tail of the fight. I keep waiting. Ooh, blocked high kick from Vizcarra. Tries to follow up with a punch. Gets countered by Ibarra. I think he missed on that counter punch though. Another high kick. That one almost lands. It's blocked by Ibarra. Ooh, and it's a couple left, right, left by Vizcarra that time lands. He's starting to find his... I think he's finally starting to find his range on Ibarra. I mean, Ibarra is still landing the counters, but it's Vizcarra who seems to be getting to the punch first now. The low kicks might be having an effect. He's starting to actually mix his kicks up now. But he's always mixing them in with punches too. He'll punch, then he'll kick, and then he'll punch. It's real interesting. I'm going to have to watch this fight again just to see how he works these combinations. Whiffed high kick by Vizcarra. Probably just trying to use it to find his range. Comes in again. Swings some punches and then tries to throw a high kick. It's blocked by Ibarra. Oh, now Vizcarra comes in, lands a few punches, and Ibarra counters with a few of his own. Excuse me. Ooh. Nice counter left by Ibarra again. Vizcarra is just still bleeding, and he's even touching his nose in between when he's on the outside. Probably bothering him. Again comes in, throwing. Countered by Ibarra. See, now Vizcarra just seems to be rushing forward and punching. Ibarra is countering effectively, and they're clinched up against the cage now. Ibarra on the outside. They're both working the over-unders. Ibarra's got a right underhook in. Nice knee from Vizcarra. They separate. Vizcarra tries to punch. Ooh, that was a nice left from Vizcarra just now. And that's the end of the round. Ref breaks up the action right at the end of the round. Much better second round. Probably not as exciting as... Ooh, nice left in the replay by Ibarra. He's finding that counter left every time. Almost every time Vizcarra comes in with punches, Ibarra is finding that counter left. But Vizcarra is landing some nice punches of his own, especially when he just rushed forward at one point throwing punches, and that seemed to be his best volley of the night, at least of the second round. Got the corner cam in the corner of Ibarra this round, but I don't have the volume up, so don't know what they're saying. Cutman again working on Vizcarra's nose. Looks like he's got the bleeding stopped again for now. Wiped all the blood off of him too from the second round. So Alright, seconds are out, waiting for the start of the third and final round of this flyweight affair. Or catchweight affair, I guess. Neither of them weighed in at flyweight. Vizcarra coming out. He's not a little closer now. He's throwing some feints now. High kick misses from Vizcarra. So Vizcarra is still circling to the left, but he's doing it from closer range now. He's staying in closer to Ibarra at the moment. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Vizcarra comes in with the 2-1, but countered by Ibarra again. Oh, Vizcarra gets a jab in there. Still the same. Story's the same though. You got both fighters circling to their left. Body kick lands for Ibarra. Vizcarra comes in with some punches, and again Ibarra lands another nice left counter. That counter left from the southpaw is working every time. Nice exchange between the two. Ooh. Nothing happens with that one. Ibarra coming forward. Looked like he was going to throw some punches, but lands a leg kick. Ooh, another inside leg kick from Vizcarra. Vizcarra, he's setting up the kicks every time with punches. Every time he's setting up punches with the kicks, I think he should try to mix that up. Like maybe lead with the kick and then throw punches. Probably would throw Ibarra off at this point. Vizcarra starting to get wild. Nose is bleeding freely again. I think it's his nose. It might be a cut above his eye. Ooh, Vizcarra comes in again, but Ibarra's still countering nice, getting out of the way. To the viewer that just came in, we are on the second fight of the night. It's a flyweight affair between Ramon Vizcarra versus Ernesto Ibarra. It's been a game of lead and counter the entire fight so far. Only one really good power punch thrown the entire fight, and it did wobble Vizcarra. Ooh. Vizcarra actually does better when he leads with the power hand. Every time he throws a jab, it's successfully countered by Ibarra. But when he leads with the power hand, he actually does better landing. That time he got some good punches in while Ibarra tried to circle out. Ooh, another nice combo from Vizcarra that Ibarra was unable to answer better. Nice low kick from Vizcarra. I think Vizcarra is starting to take over in this third round. I mean, it's still the same, but Ibarra is just not countering as effectively. And one good thing is that, you know, Vizcarra throws like 2 or 3 punches, probably 3 or 4 for every one of Ibarra's. Ibarra's, you know, just looking to counter, land those nice counters right now. It's hard to tell, you know, you never know with the judges. That may actually help Vizcarra just by being the aggressor the entire time. Nice right from Ibarra there. The way he throws a jab, it's almost... When Ibarra throws a jab sometimes, it's almost like an uppercut. Like an old Tommy boxing punch. He'll just throw it and he'll be like, It's very nice. Interesting to watch. This is definitely a fight I'll watch again. About 30 seconds left. High kick thrown by Vizcarra to gauge distance. Both circling around. Bunch of punches thrown by each of them. They're missing. Vizcarra comes forward again. Gets countered by Ibarra. And the same again. And another counter right from... Ooh. Some nice body shots from Ibarra. Ibarra comes forward with a flying knee. And there goes the end of the round. So, interesting fight. Very interesting striking exchanges. I can't tell where Vizcarra is bleeding. If he's bleeding out of his nose, from the bridge. Can't tell where that bleeding's coming from. So that's the end of the fight. We'll be going to the judges in this flyweight affair. We're going through some replays. And yeah, the story, a lot of it was, you know, that neat jab thrown by Ibarra followed by the counter. Sorry guys, I tend to tap my feet sometimes. Going back. We're going to be going to the judges' scorecard. Oh, Vizcarra had some nice cut underneath his right eye, and it looked like on the right side of the bridge of his nose. I'm going to turn the volume up here for a second to better hear the decision. Yeah, nice little cut. Oh, he's got a cut here. And a nice one over his right eye, on the outside more of his eyebrow. So Ibarra's, and that's exactly where Ibarra's left counters were landing all night, was right to the eye of Ramon Vizcarra. So if the judges go for volume, it's probably going to be for Ramon Vizcarra, but if they're more boxing style judges, then they're going to be looking more at the successful counters, I believe, of Ernesto Ibarra. Still waiting on the judges to finish tallying their scorecards. Both fighters in the center with the referee. Looks like we might have an official decision. About to announce the decision. All three judges? 30-27? The Stallion! Ernesto Ibarra is your winner, not the hometown boy. Well, I'm not sure where Ibarra is from. Doesn't list it on Tapology or the Combate's page. But we know Vizcarra was definitely from Mexicali. But no, the Ernesto Ibarra, judges liked his counters. And he was landing them really nice all night, and it showed on the face of Ramon Vizcarra. So Ernesto Ibarra is your winner by unanimous decision. Won all 3 rounds in the eyes of all 3 judges. So it doesn't get any more definitive than that as far as a decision goes. So the fighters are making their way out of the cage right now. Turn the volume back down. Looks like we might have a minute or two, which means I'm probably going to go pour myself another whiskey real quick. And if you're curious, I'm drinking my whiskey of choice tonight. It's going to be rye. It's going to be rye all night. Either local craft by Liberty Pole from Washington, Pennsylvania, which is, I don't want to say how close that is to me, but it's from Washington, PA. It's local. Or I might switch to a High West Double Rye, which is from Utah. Well, they blend it in Utah. So now they're with showing the 2 commentators, Max Bretos and UFC bantamweight Juliana Pena, and they're with Campbell McLaren. He's the president of Combate Americas, and he's, you know, one of the founding fathers of UFC back in the day. Of course, they're gonna blah blah blah. You know, this is so exciting. Blah, blah. Campbell McLaren's a pretty neat promoter. He's not like Dana White, where he's just gonna act like blah, 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 like a tough, like the fake tough guy thing. You know, no. Campbell was like excited about just about everything. He's always super amped and excited, and I don't blame him because he's got an exciting product. Combate Americas is like, it's almost like a bad, poorly kept secret as far as promotions go, because are the fights high level? No, usually not. They're not always high level, but are they fast and are they exciting? Yeah, that's why I like watching Combate Americas. You know, when they first came out, they were on Fight Pass, and I watched just about every event. And they'd be on like Monday freaking night, and I'm up late watching them. Then they left Fight Pass because they got on Univision and maybe another Latin American channel. To pay for an extra package on my cable for that. I wasn't about to, especially for a channel that is all Spanish, and I don't. Sorry guys, this white boy does not speak Espanol. No habla. Getting itch in my leg. Anyway, guys, while they're busy talking with the commentators and Campbell McLaren, I'm gonna go grab a whiskey real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, that was real quick, just a quick pour. So we're moving on to the atomweight fights. We got Laura Hiza versus Dulce Hernandez in the atomweight division. So I got my whiskey. Just real quick, I want to give a shout out to my friends. And by the way, I am not being paid for this. They do not pay me. This is Liberty Pole Spirits Rye Whiskey. They're from Washington, Pennsylvania. It's owned by a real nice family, the Huffs. Mother, father, and 2 sons run it. So it's a nice family operation. Good whiskey. If you're in Pennsylvania, you can order it. You can order it either straight from them or through the Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board's website, finewineandgoodspirits.com. If you're not in Pennsylvania, sorry, you're SOL for now. They are working on expanding where they can ship to, though. So we're moving to the atomweight fight. Uh-oh, I'm buffering right now. The zone is buffering. Why are you buffering? Oh, no, we're back live. I think. No, I don't know what it's doing. Gonna restart the zone real quick here. Hopefully it'll come back up real quick as the atomweights make their way to the ring. So we got Dulce Hernandez making her way to the ring, fighting out of Aguila Dojo. She's in the white outfit. Dulce is from San Luis Rio, Colorado. Sonora, Mexico is where she's fighting out of, according to Tapology. And she is making her pro debut. She is 5 feet tall and an orthodox fighter. So she's 5 foot nothing, basically 100 nothing. If you ever watched Rudy, that's a famous line. You're 5 foot nothing, 100 nothing. I love that movie. I'm going to go in talking to Laura Hizar. She is from, I believe she's from Mexico. Yep. She's a local girl from Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico. Now they're listing her as 0-1, but I believe that is from an amateur fight years ago. Now this says, according to Combate on screen, she was undefeated as an amateur kickboxer at 3-0. But according to Topology, her lone amateur MMA fight was like 3.5 years ago, and that was a loss. So probably another striking-oriented fighter. A lot of the fighters out of Mexico are either boxers or kickboxers. It's a boxing country. It's a country with a rich history of striking arts. Mostly boxing, so no surprise there. So we got Dulce Hernandez in the white. Laura, I think it's pronounced Huizar, in the black. Atomweight division, both ladies out of Mexico. Both actually were on weight. I believe Dulce was underweight. She was like 104.3 or something. We'll turn her volume up a little bit. Hopefully I won't get in trouble. Hopefully you guys won't be able to hear it. Introducing Dulce Hernandez first. She's out of the blue corner. 102.25 pounds for Dulce Hernandez. Wow, she is little. She's definitely an atom weight. Either that or she just cut way past where she needed to. But it doesn't look like it. She looks pretty small. Dulce, it says Dulce Hernandez. $106 for Laura. Oh, you can tell she's a hometown girl. Yeah, Laura Huizar. So I was kind of saying it right, but man, big cheers for her from the local crowd. So, very much looking forward to this atomweight bout. If you guys are watching or familiar at all with my channel, I'm all about atomweight fighters. So, tail of the tape. Huizar 24, Hernandez 23, 5'1" Huizar, 5'0" Hernandez, 61-inch reach for Huizar, 60-inch reach for Hernandez. Hernandez looking slightly smaller, but not like... Not a huge difference in size. More almost losing anything. Ooh, nice kick to the body from Hernandez. Huizar coming forward. Stalking Hernandez down. Hernandez circling. Kick to the... Oh, they're going at it already. A kick from Hernandez is answered by kick by Huizar is answered by Hernandez. Oh, Hernandez clips her. Hernandez clips her. She staggers. Hernandez gets her up against the cage. Lands another big elbow against the cage. I'm sorry, that's Huizar. Dulce staggers. Hernandez staggers. Huizar has her against the cage now, trying to create some distance to land some strikes. Hernandez is hanging on right now. She's trying to recover. Some punches to the head of Hernandez lands for Huizar. I'm just going to start calling them by their first name. Dulce trying to land some kicks. Ooh, a nice knee lands for Laura. Another nice knee for Laura on the outside. Another knee for Laura. All three land right to the gut of Dulce Hernandez. A couple of short punches to the head. One to the body by Laura. Some more punches to the body. Right now, Dulce Hernandez is just, she's holding on. She's landing some, trying to land some, like some heels to Huizar's thighs. Oh, ref breaks it up, but Huizar tries to punch her like almost before he even really breaks it up. Now they're back in the center of the cage. Punch to the body from Huizar. Oh, another kick to the body from Huizar lands. Hernandez falls to the ground. Huizar throws two punches, and that is it from the ref. I think she must have hit her with the freaking liver kick. Either that or it was right to the gut. I've seen fighters fall like that from the punches to the gut too. So the hometown girl, Laura Huizar, wins by TKO in the first round. They got to throw it. Hernandez was doing good at first, but then she got clipped. They're showing the replays. Hopefully they'll show a replay of the finish. No, that's where Hernandez fell. Staggered. All right, now show the finish. Oh, yeah. Nice body kick by Huizar. Followed up by two punches while Hernandez is on the ground. I mean, boom. I mean, that kick went straight across her body, but it looked like the foot might have hit the liver or a kidney. Very nice. Very nice body stoppage. Again, 2 out of 3 fights, first round stoppages. Gotta love Combate Americas. I'm saying Laura Huizar struggled to make weight, but it definitely paid off with the power. Oh, Jason Herzog referee. Huh. Two minutes 29 seconds. 2 minutes 29 seconds. Laura Huizar wins by TKO. Guys, I'm gonna switch. I gotta switch the microphone off on my phone and switch it to the power cable real quick here. Don't mind the hands all up in your face. Sorry about this, guys. Just gotta make a quick adjustment here before my phone dies. Okay. Sorry about that. Just had to make a quick adjustment. So we got the crowd cheering for the hometown girl as she's in the cage, waving a Mexican flag. You know, even when they're facing fellow Mexicans, I think it seems like all the Mexicans got to show off their patriotism. So next up, we got another flyweight bout. Heber Castillo versus Santiago Monreal. And Castillo looks like he might be American. He's got a Captain America shield tattooed on his arm. Yep, Castillo's American. Let me get their records here. Castillo, Monreal. Okay, flyweight fight. Got Santiago Monreal 3-0. Is it really 3-0? That's not what. Okay, both Monreal's from Mexico. He's 23 years old, 5'5". Fighting Castillo from the United States. Castillo is 3-2 overall. Looks like he's on a 2-fight win streak. Fighting out of Indio, California. Also 5'5". Fights out of True MMA. And both orthodox fighters. So some more flyweight action. That's one more thing about Combate Americas. They mostly focus on the smaller fighters. I don't know if it's because they're focusing on Latin Americans, so more smaller fighters, not as many like heavyweights and everything. Not sure why. Or maybe it's just because they like the faster pace of the smaller weight classes. So Heber Castillo, making his way to the ring now. Captain America shield tattooed onto his left shoulder. Got some other tattoos going on. Says he placed 4th in CIF wrestling, whatever that means. Well, looks like we got several more viewers coming in, so thank you guys for tuning in. The chat is open. If you want to chat, I will happily respond to all members in the chat. Especially when there's no action going on right now. So, yeah, especially between the fights when there's nothing going on. I like to interact with the viewers. So, please, by all means, do so. Gives me something else to talk about besides, you know, oh, this fighter's this fighter's that. All right, Santiago Monreal now making his way into the cage. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt, not very impressive. He fought some Combate Americas fighter in an amateur bout where he lost to him. I don't know why. You know, sometimes you can tell they don't have much to talk about with some fighters. And because they're not even... It's like you can tell they just don't have anything to say about someone. Because they're just finding anything they can look for. To me, that's pretty funny. It's like your whole job is to find something to say in those little graphics down there to describe a fighter. And like that's their job as professionals. Whereas like if I don't know these guys, so what? But it's like, come on guys, find something to talk about these guys besides, oh, they lost to this guy in an amateur bout. So what? So, I don't know. Just being nitpicky, I guess. You know what? I'm going to be rooting for Castillo. Just because he's got the Captain America shield on his shoulder. I'm going to share my bias a little bit. I'm a big Captain America fan. Love the comics. Nuts in Castillo right now in the cage. He's looking pretty intense, pretty hyped up. Moving on to, what's his name? Santiago Monreal. He's another local fighter fighting out of Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico. He's 3-0. So what is this, 4th fight of the evening, and all 4 have featured someone from the hometown. This might be a pattern tonight, and it wouldn't surprise me. All right, so 66-inch reach for Monreal, 64 for Castillo. So we've got 2-inch reach advantage. They're both the same height. Castillo is the elder by 2 years, 27 years old to 25 for Monreal. All right, we got to start of round one. Got Castillo working his way forward, leading a lot of feints, working a fake. Kind of reminds me of Dillashaw in his movement a little bit. Doing a lot of fakes, putting his hand looks very TJ Dillashaw-esque. It reminds me of her. Maybe even Cody Garbrandt a little bit, but more TJ. Santiago come forward, but Monreal with a nice takedown. Body picks him up and just bodies him to the ground. Castillo working a one-arm guillotine to get back to his feet. Gets back to his feet against the cage, but Monreal gets him back down. But Castillo working his way around, getting out to the side of Monreal now. Working to get his leg free. He's almost got the back of Monreal. Now Castillo has the back of Monreal. He slowly worked his way back. He's trying to get his back against him, but Monreal doing a good job using this cage to keep Castillo fully off of his back. But I think that's just a matter of time, because yep, Monreal goes belly down, but Castillo is doesn't fully have him on there yet. He's off to the side. He's trying to, get his left leg up and over Monreal to get his balance better on. But looks like he's giving up now. Nope, he's still working on it. Monreal still on the defensive, but nope, Monreal using the scramble effectively. Now he's got the side of Castillo. Now Castillo back to his feet, shrimps up against the side of the cage. Monreal has Castillo pushed up against the cage. Oh, another nice takedown from Monreal. He goes straight in the mount, lands some nice punches, and Castillo goes out. That was a very quick finish. Quicker than I can call it. Monreal just picks him up, boom, plants him, jumps straight in the mount, just starts landing punches. Castillo eats him, just do, and you see him just go out. Very nice first round finish from Monreal. Looking like he was in trouble for a little bit, and then manages to successfully defend his back. Total reversal of fortunes in that fight for Castillo and Monreal. Third first round finish in 4 fights for Combate 30 Mexicali. Totally exciting. Man, that was fast. That was so fast. That was crazy. See the initial takedown. Castillo kind of jumped guard, and Monreal. Oh, there goes the second takedown from a trip. But Monreal was able to slide right into full mount, and just landed a couple quick successive punches straight to the chin of Castillo, and just knocks him out. I mean, he went right to bed. So quick finish for that one, guys. Don't know what else to say, but just want to thank everyone who's watching right now. About to announce the official result. 2 minutes 7 seconds. Knockout due to GMP for Monreal. Very nice finish. Wow, really fun. Very nice finish for Santiago Monreal. Wow. Can't wait to see him fight again. Ooh, that was just so fast. I can't believe how fast that was. I'm going to update this on SureDog real quick here. Hope you guys don't mind. I don't think I have any viewers right now anyway, so I'm just going to take a minute here. And you're going to take a break too, so on Combate. Hope I did it right. That's not it at all. And it posted the wrong freaking video on SureDog. Guys, we'll be right back here. I'm going to fix something on real quick. Just give me a minute. I'll get it all taken care of. So we got a featherweight fight coming up next. Going to be between Christian El Greñas Gonzalez, 2-1, versus Carlos Ochoa, who is 3-6. Anyway, just trying to get this on in the SureDog real quick here. Hope you guys don't mind too much. Anyway, they're going to BS about the fight anyway, so just give me a minute and we'll be back. So we got Gonzalez, 2-1. Looks like he's coming up in weight from bantamweight to featherweight. Southpaw, 5'5". Carlos Ochoa, 3-6, 145 pounds. He's a featherweight. 5'8". Doesn't list if he's a southpaw or orthodox right yet at the moment. I'll get more details in a second here. Let me get the fight back up on here. Okay, and we are back and we are live now. So, Carlos Ochoa, 27 years old, looks like. Carlos Ochoa. So 6 of his 8 pro bouts have ended in the first round. But, he's 3-6. That's not something you want to brag about. I mean, okay, so the guy either finishes opponents or he gets finished, I guess. Is that really something to talk about so much? I mean, considering that, well, he's had 9 professional bouts. So first of all, he's had 9, so 6 and 9, I'm guessing. But when he's lost most of his fights, do you really want to talk about them ending in the first round? Probably not the best fight fact to be putting on the graphics with his record. Just saying, Combate. Love you guys, but do something better than that. I mean, come on now. Oh, catchweight bout, 140 pounds. Christian Gonzalez, 2-1 from Tijuana. So he's technically local, same state. I think that's what they call him. I think they call them states in Mexico, like the U.S. does. Christian Gonzalez. Ooh, nice looking ring girl. Wow, this Ochoa. This Christian Gonzalez looks like your average wimpy looking dude who's never worked out in a day in his life. Whereas Ochoa, he's not ripped, but he's got like the build of a fighter. He's got like the V. He's got the broad shoulders. And he's the local guy out of Mexicali, so 5th fight of the night and 5th fight to have a local fighter from Mexicali. I mean, both guys are from Baja California, but he's a true hometown guy, Mexicali. Referee for this fight is Manuel Alberto Guerrela. Now Gonzalez actually looked taller to Ochoa, but it says Ochoa's an inch taller, but he has a 3-inch reach advantage. And you just look at these two guys, and Ochoa looks like a fighter, whereas Gonzalez does not. So here's the start of the first round. Both coming into the center of the ring. Ochoa leading. Oh, Ochoa knocks him down with one punch. One punch knockout. Ochoa's still out. I mean, he tried to sit back up and he was like, "Oh, I'm going back down." I mean, they exchanged a few punches between it, but it really took one nice punch to land from Ochoa, and Gonzalez goes down. Fastest finish of the night. Gonzalez is still on the ground. He went to get back up, and doctor told him to stay back down. Man, that fastest finish of the night. That had to be less than 10 seconds. I actually feel bad for Gonzalez. I mean, he had a lot less fights, and he just did not look in shape. Yeah, I mean, oh! It was a right hook. Gonna show it again. Boom! Right, like, sends his mouthpiece flying out. He goes down. One more time. His mouthpiece went flying out. Oh, he goes down. Ochoa lands one, and almost another one on the ground before the ref intervenes. Wow. I mean, guys, not gonna lie, that was a nice finish. It was a fast finish, but man, you know, there comes a point when it's like, why would you do this matchup? I mean, don't get me wrong. It was exciting. It was a nice, fast, exciting finish. But should that fight have been made with those two? I mean, it's one thing when you have like a journeyman fighter in boxing who's being brought in to lose. I mean, because Ochoa, he's definitely like journeyman level, maybe even less than that. But Gonzalez, it's like, man. Seven seconds. 7-second finish. Good Lord. Oh my God. 7 seconds by knockout. So now he improves to 4-6. Does Carlos Ernesto Ochoa. Gonzalez is back up. He's on his feet. He looks all right. He'll be feeling that tomorrow though. Definitely be feeling that tomorrow. Hopefully he goes out and gets some drinks to numb that pain. Man. Oh, Ochoa's got his little baby in the ring. So cute. Cute little kid. Getting some pictures. Alberto. That's his name. Alberto Rodriguez. Interviewing Ochoa right now and his kid. Oh, kid's crying. Oh, he's all right. I think he just didn't like the noise too much. Tell you what, Alberto Rodriguez, he even when he's supposed to be interviewing a fighter, he's walking around like a pro wrestler would. It's very interesting to watch. Don't know what they're talking about right now. Campbell McLaren looks like he's eating it up though, so Ochoa must have said something that Campbell likes. Of course, Campbell McLaren's an interesting, like I was saying earlier, Campbell McLaren's an interesting guy. He, I don't know how to describe him really. Doing more interviews. More questions to answer. I'm updating the result here on SureDog real quick in the forums. Just updating the results here. Hey, you got someone new in. Welcome back. Welcome to the stream, or welcome back if you're coming back. We're in between fights right now, and they left back out. Oh well. So we're in between fights again for a minute or so. Hopefully they'll get up to the next fight real fast. Man, I don't think they expected that fight to be over in 7 seconds though, because Combates are pretty fast-paced shows, but I don't think they were prepared for a 7-second knockout. I mean, even Invicta couldn't have the next fight ready with a finish that quick. And Invicta just doom, fight after fight after fight. Oh, they are getting ready. Next fight's going to be in the lightweight class between Saul Antonio Cabrera Ordaz, nicknamed Prodigo, probably means prodigy, versus Christian Puas Perez. Got Perez making his pro debut, according to Combate's website. Ordaz 3-1-1. Perez 5'7". Don't have a height listed for Ordaz, and they're both fighting orthodox. Let's see what Tapology says. Yeah, they have Cabrera at 3-1-1. Perez making pro debut. Looks like he has an amateur win some years ago. Cabrera's younger fighter at a little bit shy of, about a month shy of 22 years old, whereas Perez is 23 and a half. Tapology lists Cabrera at 5'9", fighting out of the Sick Mexican Fighters Gym. Okay, so we'll have to see what else they provide for info the stream provides for them. So we got, looks like Christian Perez making his, walking into the ring. Says he is a 4-time regional no-gi BJJ champion. Ooh. And state freestyle wrestling team member. Not sure what all that means for him either. Perez is now in the ring. We're waiting on Ordaz, the Prodigal, to make his way to the ring. Saul El Prodigo Cabrera. Oh, next local fighter out of Mexicali. Surprise, surprise. Sixth fight, sixth Mexicali fighter. And I'll tell you what, these Mexicali fighters are doing pretty darn good. I think they've won the majority of the fights too. So, I mean, whether that was by intention or not, who knows? It says Cabrera began in MMA at the age of 13. I'm guessing that's training. I hope he didn't start fighting at 13. Good Lord. I mean, he's only, what, 23, I think. No, actually, I think he's the one he's like 21 or 22. Just shy of 22. Nice. Now I gotta look up his record. Bad habit. Don't ever start looking up stuff online, guys. You just go down the rabbit hole. Okay, so his pro fight, he only started fighting as a pro in 2016, so I guess he began training back then. No, his amateur fights date back 4 years. Oh, 5 years, so I started when he was 17, I guess. That's not bad. Guys, no offense, I'm getting tired. I think I might stop it after this one. Probably not going to be able to make it to the first one. Plus, I have to work in the morning, so we'll see how it goes. course, I should drink some more Mountain Dew to get some caffeine in me, right? Alright, so both fighters are in the ring, waiting on the announcements. Christian Perez out of the blue corner. He is from Ensenada, Baja California, Mexico. Making his professional debut. Handsome kid, handsome kid. Not bad looking. Even got his hair all styled. He's got a nice part in his hair. Looking pretty excited. He's pretty amped up. And now we got Cabrera. He's looking pretty intense. Jumping up and down. Walking in like small circles. 3-1-1 is Cabrera, the local out of Mexicali. Looking very intense. He's looking soft for a lightweight. Now I don't know if that's just because of the rehydration or who knows, but I don't know, man. He's looking very soft. I bet he could make featherweight if he really wanted to. He's also kind of stocky though, so it's hard to say. You know, it's hard to tell with stocky fighters. Usually it's the skinnier ones that manage to lose weight better. So Perez looking taller by an inch maybe, inch and a half. But pretty intense stare down. They touch gloves. According to the tail of the tape, they're both 5'7". Perez is younger at 19. 69-inch reach for Perez, 68 for Cabrera. Cabrera was a half-pound over the 156-pound limit. And they're off. Meeting in the center of the cage. Cabrera takes the center. Perez slightly on the outside. Cabrera with a southpaw stance. Perez with the orthodox. Ooh, Perez gets a nice jab in against Cabrera. Perez coming forward again with punches, but Cabrera looking to counter. Front kick caught by Cabrera. Now they're clinching up against the cage. Cabrera's on the outside. Foot stomp from Perez. They're jockeying for position. Now we got Perez back in the center of the cage with Cabrera on the outside. Both separated. Cabrera throws a push kick. More circling, more circling. They're kind of exchanging positions at this point. Both in the center of the cage now. Cabrera saying, looks like he's trying to say, you ain't got nothing for me. Oh! Perez knocks down Cabrera with a punch. He's on top. He's landing hammer fists, and the ref looks like he's about to stop it. Perez landing some just hammer fist after hammer fist right now, but working from the guard of Cabrera. Now he's letting up on the punches. He's in the slightly inside the guard, but still standing over Cabrera. He dives in with an elbow. Perez on top slams Cabrera down, lands another punch. Moving the pass to the side control now is Perez. I thought that was going to be another quick stoppage for a second. But Perez firmly in the side control of Cabrera. Looking to posture up to land an elbow. Lands one elbow. Lowers himself back down. Cabrera trying to hold on to the head of Perez. Perez landing punches down now to the head of Cabrera. Perez still fully in side control. Cabrera just holding on right now. Holding on, trying to lessen damage. Another elbow lands for Perez. Ref gets in the way. Cabrera really doing nothing really defensively other than just trying to hold on and stall. Some more short elbows from Perez land. Cabrera manages to get himself out. Perez now on his feet, looking to land punches from the feet. but way on the outside. I think he's about to let Cabrera stand back up. Ooh, he tries to throw an axe kick down on Cabrera. Cabrera is still on his back. Perez just grabbing Cabrera's ankles, tossing him to the side to land some punches. Now he's almost back inside control again, is Perez. Now they're in north-south position. Perez landing some more punches and elbows. Back in side control on the left side of Cabrera now. So far, this fight is just all Perez. Once the knockdown came, it has been all Perez since then. With Cabrera unable to mount any offense. Minute 18 left to go. Perez still in the inside control on Cabrera. Now they're back to north-south, which does not look nearly as cool when two males are doing it. Cabrera trying to look to improve his position, trying to spin back, goes back to side control. Cabrera just seems lost on his back from here. Looks like he might be trying to roll over. Now they're back north-south. Perez almost had knee on belly, but goes back to side control. Oh, Cabrera manages to use the cage to walk his legs over, get back to all fours. Now they're both back to the feet. Very nice improvement on position from Cabrera. 30 seconds left in the first round. High kick lands for Cabrera, slightly blocked by Perez. Both throwing punches. Both whiffing. Oh, Perez lands another right on Cabrera that staggers him. Pushes Cabrera up against the cage. Perez slams Cabrera to the ground now. Side control, knee on belly is Perez on Cabrera. And there goes the end of the round. Man. A drop, a lot of positional control and GMP. Another staggering punch. And then a slam all by Perez. That 10-9, possibly 10-8 first round for Perez. Oh, he got him good. I mean, he caught him slightly off balance with the first punch that knocked him down, but it was very nice. And I mean, Cabrera looks lost on his feet. So Cabrera looked like he was throwing a leg kick, and that's when Perez caught him and knocked him off balance. But I mean, gonna show the replay. Again, Cabrera was coming forward, and Perez was able to stagger him with a counter. Gets him back up against the cage, hits him again, gets double underhooks, basically picks him up and slams him. Corner cam's in the corner of Cabrera right now. I have no idea what they're saying now. All right, corners are out. Both fighters ready to go. Started the second round here. Perez very confident, very sure of himself. Although I don't like, he's kind of got his chin a little high. But Cabrera, both exchanging now. Cabrera though looks hesitant. He ate a shot, looking more hesitant. Perez very confident though. Perez looking to land a shot to the gut, but some counters from Cabrera. I'm thinking double. Perez catches a short low kick from Cabrera, trips him to the ground. Perez now again on top, looking to enter the guard of Cabrera. Picks him up, slams him back down to the ground. Now Perez in the closed guard of Cabrera. Cabrera locking up Perez's hands. Perez manages to free himself. Passes the guard of Cabrera. Now Perez inside control of Cabrera again. Knee on belly is Perez, or trying to look for knee on belly. Looked to escape, but he's still back onto the ground on his back with Perez standing over him. Cabrera is throwing some up kicks. But Perez pushes back into him, has Cabrera against the cage now, looking to get back into side control. Oh! Cabrera looked like he was trying to get a triangle on him, but Perez manages to pass to side control again. Perez obviously way slicker on the ground than Cabrera. Nothing much going on right now. Cabrera looking to use the cage to wall walk again to maybe push himself back over. But now he's just in a very disadvantageous position against Perez. Wasn't able to quite do what he did earlier. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Cabrera keeps getting his toes stuck in a cage, trying to walk his legs over. Ref keeps slapping his feet. But still, now basically in north-south position now. Perez landing short punches to Cabrera's head. Cabrera doing everything he can to try to get out. Perez standing over Cabrera, throwing punches down. Oh, dives back in with another punch and a left and a right. Perez standing over Cabrera now. Cabrera just throwing up kicks at the legs of Perez. Perez seems very content to just stand over him and throw punches. I'm surprised. I thought he would maybe want to let him stand back up. Perez goes back in. Has Cabrera practically turtled up now. Looking up. And there goes Perez back into the side control of Cabrera now. Working to free his arm. Cabrera has Perez's right arm trapped. Now back to north-south again. Perez on top of Cabrera. Not really doing anything with the position, mainly just maintaining control. About 50 seconds left in the first round with Perez on top in north-south. Now back to side control, maybe trying to lock up the crucifix possibly. No. Wasn't able to trap the one arm. Back to north-south. Yeah, basically north-south on Cabrera. Perez not really doing much with the position from here. But, I mean, firmly in control. I mean, there's no question who's in control with Perez on top right here. Short strike, short left to Cabrera's head from Perez, an elbow from Perez. I gotta say, this fight has been all Perez so far. And there goes the end of the second round of this fight. Possibly another 10-8 for Perez. What's his first name? Christian Perez. The local boy from Mexicali. No, I'm sorry. Cabrera's the one from Mexicali. Now they're in the corner cam. Looks like they're in Perez's corner this time. No idea what they're saying, though. So in this lightweight fight so far, we have Christian Perez. By my personal scoring, I have him up 2-0. Possibly 2018, possibly 2018 or 2016, because arguably 10-8 rounds, both of those first two rounds. Start of the third round, they're back in the center. Perez looking even more confident, bouncing on his feet a little bit. Cabrera. Ooh, nice right high kick from Perez lands to the chin of Cabrera. Cabrera just absorbs it, though. Another knee followed by a right lands for Perez. Perez circling around. Nice low kick from inside low kick from Perez. Right front kick misses for Perez, but he lands a nice jab. Ooh, nice overhand left lands for Cabrera, but it's answered by a couple punches by Perez. Jab lands for Cabrera. Left high kick lands, but it's slightly blocked by Perez. Ooh, Cabrera ducks underneath a jab and lands an overhand left. These guys are basically circling around in the center. Another left kick followed by a push kick by Cabrera. Cabrera's starting to land some nice punches now. Nothing too effective, but they are landing. Ooh, a 1-2 lands for Cabrera. Perez just eats it. Outside low kick lands for Perez. Oh, a right high kick lands for Perez. Cabrera basically takes it, just falls straight to his back. He wasn't out, but he was definitely stunned. Now he's just trying to cover up as Perez stands over him at his feet, looking to land punches from standing position. Exchanging, switching back and forth between the head and the body. Perez passes guard again easily. Now in side control. Oh, Perez is taking the back of Cabrera. He's got one hook sunk in. Looking to probably land a second hook. He's got both hooks in now. He flattens out Cabrera, puts in the rear naked choke, and Cabrera can't tap fast enough. And it is over within the opening minute and a half probably of the third round. Christian Perez wins by rear naked choke in the third round. I think by the time that choke was in, Cabrera had basically already given up. I think, yeah, because the way he got on top, he flattened him out real fast and rolled over. And I don't even know how much the choke was even in. It was hard to tell by the angle. It might have even been in very well. But, I mean, Perez had just beaten down Cabrera. Doctor still has Cabrera on the ground. Perez is down checking on him. It's a really nice right high kick. Just landed flush. Stunned him. Sent him down. And Cabrera's on the ground. He's like, "Whoa." I mean, he was able to defend a little bit, but he was really just stunned enough that he wasn't able to really defend anything. I mean, Perez just was able to get him straight to side control. Cabrera rolled over. Perez jumped straight on his back. Okay, he had this. Looks like he had the choke in before he had both hooks in. And then once he got both hooks in and flattened him out, it was just a matter of tightening the choke. And Cabrera gets back to his feet. So 6 fights, 5 finishes. I believe 4 of them in the first round. Guys, if you're watching this, I don't know what to tell you. Combate Americas, it's all about good, exciting fights. I mean, are they the most skilled? Again, no. Is it like top tier fighting? No. But are they fast paced? Yep. Are they exciting? Obviously. I mean, 5 out of 6 fights ended in the finish. 4 of them in the first round. Don't know what to tell you. I hope you're like me and you're firmly on the Combate America's bandwagon, because I'll watch these Latin American fighters fight every week if I could. Not sure when the next Combate Americas event is. Let me check real quick here. So 2 minutes, 31 seconds of the third round is the official time. So the next event, Combate 31, Mexico versus USA, is 2 weeks from today, Friday the 22nd. Let me see if there's any. Oh, there's one. Looks like there's 2 female fights scheduled. So if there's nothing else going on that night, like not another event or anything, I'll probably do a fight companion for that event too. That's my one thing. For me to do a fight companion, there's got to be minimum one ladies fight on it. I mean, because my channel is WMMAC now. So as long as there's at least one fight, I thought there's going to be 2 ladies fights tonight. Turns out there's only one. Topology had that wrong. But the next Combate event, 2 weeks from now, we got 115 fight, Sheila Padilla, 3-2, versus Carissa Segala, 4-0, both Americans. Sheila Padilla, that sounds familiar. She's 3-2. Looks like she's exchanged, coming off a loss at Combate. Oh, she lost to Lisbeth Lopez Silva a year and 2 months ago, so she's been out for a little while. She has a win over Alyssa Garcia, a loss to Carrie Melendez in Bellator, so I knew that name was familiar. Whereas Carissa Segala, 4-0. Looks like all 4 of her pro fights have come through Gladiator Challenge, but she hasn't fought anybody with a win yet, so that'll be an interesting fight. The other ladies' fight on that card is going to be the well-known Zoila Frausto, 13-5, versus Jamie Navarra, 7-4. I think this is Zoila Frausto's first MMA fight in quite a while. Let me see here. You know, we all know her. She was the tournament winner back in Bellator when they had a strawweight division, and then she never fought at strawweight, I think, again. So this is going to be Zoila's first MMA fight in 3 years, according to Topology. She won her last MMA fight, but she had lost like 4 in a row. She lost to Jocelyn Jones-Liebarger, man, 3 months ago. Lost to Vanessa Porto in her only fight for an Invicta. I'm sorry, only 2 fights in Invicta. Lost to Jennifer Maia before that, 5 years ago. And then before that was her infamous loss to Jessica Ai, which was the fight that put Jessica Ai on everyone's map way back when. That was 6 years ago, man. 2013. Can't believe it was that long ago. Her opponent, Jamie Navarra, is coming off a loss back at Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series to Antonina Shevchenko. She took that fight, I think it was only like 2 weeks after a fight in LFA, where she took a win over Katie Collins. A few months before that, she had a win in Gladiator Challenge. And about a year and 4 months ago, she had a win in Bellator. She has a loss to Jamie Thornton now. That's not good. So Zoila making her first MMA fight in some time. But she has not been totally inactive. If you follow her career at all or follow her on social media, you know that she was doing Muay Thai fights. She fought in Glory under kickboxing rules. Zoila has not been totally inactive from the fight game. Of course, Jamie Navarra far more active lately. So that'll be an interesting fight too. So that'll be in 2 weeks. I'll have to check my schedule. That's the 22nd. That's a Friday. might be doing something for that night. We'll see. We'll see. No promises, guys. So once again, Campbell McLaren is with the commentators, Juliana Pena and the other guy. Juliana Pena is looking good. Looking pretty thick, though. Not sure how good a shape she's in. She hasn't announced her official comeback yet. You know, she had a kid. I think she had the kid over a year ago now, but she hasn't made her comeback official yet. I'm trying to keep an eye on Tapology on the events. What else is happening that same weekend? Won championships that day. I don't think that's an important event. That's in the morning anyway. LFAs that day. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's any competing events on the 22nd. So we might be doing another fight companion for Combate. Probably be around the same time. Then we got the next day, Saturday, is Fight Night Prague. I think there's at least one female fight on that card. That's UFC on ESPN Plus number 3. Yeah, Liz Carmouche versus Lucia Pudilova. And Jillian Robertson versus Veronica Macedo are the two ladies' fights on that card. I probably won't be doing a fight companion for that. There's a bunch of other channels that do them for the UFC events, so I can't compete with that. Probably would gain some more fans, but of course that same night is also Bellator 217. I don't think there's any ladies fights on that event though. 17. Oh, there's Sinead Kavanaugh versus Olga Rubin at flyweight. Yep. And then Leah McCourt versus Hatis Ozyurt. Wow. Where did they find Hatis Ozyurt at? That's also at featherweight. I think I said the other fight was at flyweight. It's at featherweight. Both fights at featherweight. Leah McCourt from England. That's at Bellator 216 on the 23rd. Or 217. Hatis Ozyurt hasn't fought in almost a year. Coming off a loss to Cindy Dandwa. But man, she hasn't had a win in over 6 years. Good Lord. Of course, that event takes place, I believe, in Dublin. And they're saying Leah McCourt's from Northern Ireland, so that explains that. All right, so we're moving on with the Combate Mexicali card. We got Antonio Marquez making his way to the ring in the blue corner, making his Combate Americas debut. According to Combate's website, he's 4-0, 5-6 with an orthodox style. Says he's a BJJ blue belt, so not a whole lot of high-level BJJ, it seems like, in Mexico. At least not at this event. Another guy who looked like he spent a lot of time working on his hair. I don't blame him. If I had nice hair like that, I'd be working on it too. But obviously, I went the bald route. I went bald route years ago. So, no regrets. You can either go bald or be bald, so I chose to be bald. Marquez making his way into the ring. His nickname is 500. I don't know what that means. What weight class is this at? This is again at lightweight. Antonio Marquez. They're saying he's 2-0 on Tapology. What did it say? But you can't always go by Tapology. Christopher Ortega says he's a certified personal trainer. Okay. But he's a Muay Thai trainer for children and youth, I guess. That's pretty nice. Oh, excuse me. Both of these fighters fighting out of Mexico. There was only one fighter so far not Mexican, and then the next fight has, I believe, a Colombian. Only 2 non-Mexican fighters on the fight card. So Christopher Ortega in the ring now. According to Tapology, he is 7-8, and that's what they have him at under on Combate's website. Listing him as 5'8" with an orthodox style. So Jose Antonio Marquez, according to Combate, he is 4-0, fighting out of Tijuana. I've never been to Tijuana. I've heard lots of crazy stories about Tijuana. I think everyone that lives in the Southwest probably has a story about Tijuana. I don't know. I don't think it's as safe as it used to be, though. I think there's too many cartels and stuff running, doing crazy stuff nowadays. Christopher Ortega, 7-8, and he is the true local fighter out of Mexicali. So yet another fight with a local. I'm guessing every fight's going to have a local. The more tattooed of the two. He also looks the beefier of the two. More cut, more defined, more straight up and down. I mean, he's still got broad shoulders, but he's more straight up and down, whereas Ortega's more, or excuse me, Marquez was more. Both fighters have nice heads of hair. Manuel Alberto Galarreta is the referee. Excuse me, for this fight. Both going back to their corners. So Ortega is 31 to Marquez's 26. Ortega 5'8" to Marquez is 5'6". Ortega is going to have a 3-inch reach advantage, 70-inch to 67-inch. So Ortega has the experience, height, and reach advantage. But man, for lightweights, these two guys are built. Really, though, lightweight in MMA, that's around 155. That's about when you start seeing these guys, and they're just starting to get jacked. A lot less lankiness in the fighters. Both circle around. Ortega on the other side. Ooh. They meet, and they're landing some strikes. Nice low kick lands for Ortega. He's driving forward. Manages to trip Marquez to the ground. Gets back up. Marquez now on the outside against the cage. Lands a knee to Ortega's thigh. They separate back to the center of the cage. 1 minute into the first round. Both exchanging some kicks. Marquez switches to southpaw stance. Ortega's keeping with the orthodox. Oh, Marquez goes back to orthodox. Low kick lands for Ortega that backs Marquez up. Both seem to be looking to like hurry up and just explode in with some strikes. But neither are really taking the opportunity right now. They're both circling around, you know, working around the outside. Neither willing to just slowly engage. I think they're both looking for like the right moment to explode. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Going in 2 minutes, 10 seconds into the round. Exchange of low kicks between the two. Marquez throws a front kick, misses. Ortega rushes in with a swinging punch that misses. No guy's really committing to anything too much right now. Oh, Marquez coming through, landing some nice punches. Gets Marquez into the clinch, lands a knee or two. Ortega is able to circle around outside, but they're both jockeying for position, clinching up with each other. Marquez landing a couple elbows to Ortega. Oh! He hits him with a punch. Marquez knocks Ortega down. Ortega's turtling up on the bottom. And he's down. He's done. Ref stops in. I'm not sure what it was exactly Marquez hit Ortega with that caused him to drop the way he did. But Ortega went down to the ground and started turtling up. And Marquez just started landing a lot of hammer fists and rig punches. Eventually, ref had no choice really. Saw that Ortega could do nothing and stopped it. I got to see a replay though. Okay, they're showing some highlights. Was it that? No, that was a knee. Wasn't that knee? Looked like, I guess it was a right, or maybe it was a trip. He might have fallen backwards and just into a disadvantageous position. Ortega had a hold of Marquez's leg, but Marquez just started landing the ground and pound so fast and so heavy that Ortega wasn't able to do anything with it. Let's see yet another first round finish tonight. All but one fight so far has finished inside the distance, and all but one of those finishes have come in the first round. Get the official time. of 3 minutes, 8 seconds of the first round. So another stoppage. Ortega not looking happy with himself, but Marquez looks like he's on fire. He's looking very what do you call that? Well, when he's flexing, he's looking vascular. Yeah, that's how you say it, vascular. Not that I'm implying anything, but you know, when you see a guy pumping adrenaline like that and he's just looking jacked and everything, I don't know. Don't know how. Am I saying he's on something? No. Answer the chat during these streams. So if you're having Let me know who you are, where you're from. You can say whatever you want. I'm not gonna. I don't block it. I don't block live chat. I don't block anything, unless you're throwing up what do you call it, like links to streams. In which case, I'll probably knock you off. But other than that, I don't care. You can say whatever you want in the chat. I just probably won't read it all. If it's inappropriate, I won't read it. Good whiskey, good whiskey. So next fight looks like it's also going to be at lightweight. Javier Reyes versus Alex Velasco. They're doing a crowd scan right now. Not an Anglophile among in that crowd. So I got a quick advertisement. My whiskey's out and my ice is gone. So guys, I'm going to take a quick break real quick. I'm just going to jump up and replenish my drink. Got to take a bathroom break. Go ahead and take a quick bathroom break. I think I might do the same. And I'll be back in a minute or so before they get the next fight started. Alright guys, we are back. Thank you for everyone that stayed. Looks like we're getting ready for the next fight. which should be between Alex Velasco versus Javier Reyes. Got Javier Blair Reyes Rugeles. Looks like he's fought in Combate before. He's Colombian, 5'7", 145 pounds, 8-2. More submission, like 4 submissions. Oh, he's fighting out of Extreme Couture and Knack Muay Thai. They're saying he has a 20. He was 25-0 as an amateur. Why would you stay as an amateur that long? Good Lord, if you're in a fight, get paid, guys. Seriously. Seriously, if you're gonna fight, get paid for it. Good rye. I switched up the rye I was drinking to High West Double Rye. Stronger flavor. Definitely an older. It's a blend of 2 different ryes. Definitely an older rye than the craft. Alex Bam Bam Velasco about to make his way to the ring now. 7-3, 5'8". BJJ blue belt, judo green belt. I didn't know there was a green belt in judo. 6 of 7 of his wins have come via submission. So we got 2 submission experts. Hopefully that's what we'll see in this fight. Another heavily tattooed fighter. Another bearded fighter. Now, I am one of these people that, because of my, I wrestled in school, and they didn't allow anyone to have any facial hair. So I'm a big proponent of no facial hair in competition, period. And that's not just because, I try to stay clean shaven. Right, both fighters in the ring, about to get announced by the announcer. Let's see, has Velasco ever fought in Combate before? Can't tell you. So Javier Reyes, originally out of Bogota, Colombia. I believe that's the capital of Colombia. Not really an expert in South American geography. Whereas Velasco, 7-3, fighting out of Ensenada, Baja California. So he's from the right state. So I think this is the first fight of the night that doesn't have an actual hometown fighter. I mean, Velasco, he's from Baja California, the right state, but he's not from Mexicali, so I think his original scheduled opponent maybe was. According to Apology, he's supposed to fight Misael Iñárritu. So Jason Herzog's the ref for this fight. Well, Herzog, he gets around referee duties. All right, Velasco's the older fighter by 6 years, 31-25. He's got 1 inch height, taller by an inch, but Javier Reyes got the longer arms, 73-inch reach to Velasco's 69-inch reach. according to the tale of the tape. All right, first start of the first round. Both fighters looking to meet each other. Velasco whiffs a low kick. Velasco lands a punch, but is countered by Reyes, who looks to take the fight to the fence. Clinching, got double underhooks on Velasco. Velasco trying to create some distance with his right arm. Both fighters jockeying for position, but right now Reyes still has one underhook. Velasco has none. Oh, nice knee lands for Velasco from the inside. Velasco trying to create distance to make some strikes, but Reyes holding close, got the double underhooks and got his. He had a grip lock on, but he's not really doing anything. He's, I guess he is. Maybe he is an extreme couture fighter. He's following Randy's Wallenstall method. Oh, Velasco looking to just land some nasty elbows and then some knees. But Reyes still on the outside with Velasco has his back against the fence. But Velasco definitely looking to create some distance. Now Reyes goes for a takedown, lands a double leg takedown, but Velasco is able to get right back up to his feet. But Reyes again gets his legs, brings Velasco back down. Reyes getting right back up to his feet. Reyes getting the takedowns, but not making any good use of them. Reyes has Velasco's back now, standing. They're both against the fence. What is Reyes looking to do? Probably looking to get another takedown, probably from a trip from here, this position. But he loses Reyes loses the underhooks. Velasco lands a nice knee, but Reyes gets the underhooks again, looking to drag Velasco down. But he's unable to get it, and suddenly buffering. One sec, guys. I got to start the app again. I hate when this happens. I'm very sorry about this. And something that's saying something's wrong with the network. I apologize, guys. Hopefully able to get back live. Okay. So it looks like Reyes is still on the outside, but Velasco is still trying to create distance with his arm. Got Velasco or Reyes with one underhook. Landing some punches. Nice knee from Velasco again. Is this the correct time? Yeah, it says it's live. Oh, one of the fighters is bleeding. Looks like Reyes is bleeding from the nose probably. Velasco just landing really nice elbows from the inside. I mean, Reyes is is controlling mostly, but Velasco, even from the inside, is landing just these short elbows. Lands another nice knee to the head of Reyes. Reyes desperately looking for a takedown, to lock up a takedown now. Has one of Velasco's legs, but Reyes looking for a guillotine now. Or excuse me, Velasco looking for a guillotine, but he gives it up. Velasco on the outside now. Nope, now Reyes back on the outside. But Velasco keeps landing those short elbows to the face of Reyes and lands some knees. Another nice elbow from Velasco, who is now on the outside. Now Reyes back on the outside. My eyes are getting tired. Another knee and another from Velasco, and another with some elbows mixed in by Velasco. I mean, Reyes is just really paying for it in his clinch. He should have just let it go. But Velasco going for the guillotine again. Looks like an arm-in guillotine. Lands another nice elbow and another. Velasco creating distance. Oh, Velasco makes a quick mistake. Almost gave up his back for a second. Reyes desperately trying to maintain control of Velasco's back. Meanwhile, and there goes the end of the first round. Meanwhile, Velasco has blood all over his back from Reyes' face. Reyes' cut man has his work cut out for him. I don't know if Reyes just has no confidence in his stand-up, isn't very good in his stand-up, but I mean, you're getting eat up in the clinch against the defense like that. I don't know why he kept going like that. I mean, he was just getting beat up in the clinch. He should have given it up a while ago. If I was his corner, I'd have told him to. I'm showing some highlights. I mean, looked like when Velasquez lost position on the ground there real quick in that quick scramble that almost looked like he slipped off of Reyes. Alright, they're starting the second round in the center of the ring. I was just updating the thread on Sherdog real quick. So we got Velasco versus Reyes at lightweight. Velasco still has Reyes' blood all over his back. I guess they didn't think it was important enough to wipe it off. Looks like Cutman did a pretty good job with Reyes. I don't see any bleeding from him. Reyes coming forward now, but Velasco counters. Velasco initiating the clinch this time against the cage. Reyes again getting the underhooks though. Reyes on the outside of the clinch, but looking for a takedown. But Velasco doing a good job to keep it standing in the standing clinch. Hasn't quite started working his dirty boxing yet. Oh, now he's starting to. He's trying to get the head separated. Oh, but Reyes is able to pull Velasco down to the ground. But Velasco gets right back up to his feet, but gives his back up to get another takedown to Reyes. Real nice scramble between the two. Velasco gets on the outside. Oh, Velasco's mouthpiece goes flying from a short, choppy elbow. Both clinched up against the cage. Velasco on the inside. Oh, and Reyes is able to get Velasco back down to the ground. Now he's in the full guard. Referee Jason Herzog stops the fight real quick, looking for the mouthpiece of, I believe, Reyes. Reyes says he's fine. He doesn't need it, which is BS. All right, referee Jason Herzog gives it back. Reyes gets back into the guard of what's his name? Velasco. Reyes in the open guard of Velasco. Velasco working butterflies from the bottom. They're both back to their feet, but Reyes slams Velasco back to the ground again. Velasco tried to flip Reyes over with a... Ooh, Reyes is firmly on the back of Velasco now. Looks like he's got at least one hook in, possibly both. Looking to control the arms of Velasco. Velasco back to his feet now. Getting distracted again. So they're both clinched up against the cage. Velasco arm-in guillotine on Reyes, able to get on the outside of the clinch. Has Reyes up against the cage, pushing him with that arm and the elbow again. You know, just looking to land those short elbows like he was in the first round. Minute and 25 seconds left of round 2. Reyes still pushing for a takedown against the fence. He's getting a good grips on Velasco though. And he is able to get a quick takedown on Velasco and take Velasco's back. He's got one hook in. He's looking for the second. He might have both hooks in, but Velasco looking to scramble. Unable to do so. Reyes almost has him flattened out, but he doesn't have the hooks in now. He's lost both hooks. Velasco might be able to... he's looking for like a Kimura to looking to use the Kimura to scramble. Velasco able to get back to his feet. And he's about to take the back of Reyes now. Nope. Velasco back on his feet on the outside of the clinch against the fence. Crazy fight so far. These two are slippery as heck. Neither of them able to really get the position they want. Unless it's the clinch against the cage. 15 seconds left in the round. And they're both scrambling on the feet. Reyes looking for a takedown against Velasco. Velasco is able to just twist him up over. Gets on the outside, and there goes the end of the third and final round. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I am tired. I'm beat. And I'm losing my voice. I think this will be the final fight that I cover. I know there's only 2 fights left of the event. But I've been up all day, and I'm not going to be able to stay up for after this fight. I apologize in advance, but I am having a lot of fun. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream as well. There's 1 round left in this fight, and then there's the co-main event and the main event, but I'm not going to be able to stay up for those. I can already tell I'm fighting sleep already. So, but stay with me through this last round, guys. Keep me pumped. Here goes the bell calling the seconds out. Getting ready for the third and final round of this lightweight main event. It's Colombia versus Mexico. Reyes versus Velasco. Been a very interesting, if sloppy, fight. Most of it in the clinch and on the ground. Both in the center cage again. Low kick for Velasco, followed up by 2 punches from Reyes, then pushes Velasco to the fence. Ooh, an elbow in the clinch from Velasco lands. And a knee for this shit. You better fix this shit, DAZN. I'm not happy. What is going on in this fight? Oh, Velasco landing a knee. 2 minutes down in the round. I'm able to get it back on. Velasco on the outside of the clinch. Landing some dirty boxing. Pushing on the face of Reyes. Guys, there's blood all over the mat from this fight. I'm not sure where Reyes is bleeding from exactly, but he is bleeding like a stuck pig. Oh, Velasco's on top now, landing some hard elbows to Reyes. Reyes might be done from here. He's able to slow down Velasco a little bit, grabbing his arms, but Velasco in the mount now, in the full mount of Reyes, landing some punches. Reyes looking to turn over, but Velasco looking for the rear naked now. But nope, back to the full mount, really. Reyes is just trying to survive, landing elbow, elbow, elbow to Reyes now. Velasco looking to finish the fight. Reyes doing everything he can on bottom to try to get out from here. But more short elbows from Velasco land. But really, I think he needs to posture up and just land the finishing strikes. You know, start landing enough to convince the ref to stop it. I mean, these elbows are nice and they're brutal, but they're not fight-stopping strikes. Oh, excuse me, guys. Reyes now. Excuse me. Reyes looking to tie Velasco up in the clinch, but Reyes is still able to land some short strikes from the mount. Still in full mount. Reyes possibly trying to turn over now, or at least trying to scramble out. Almost had Velasco back to the half guard, but Velasco's managed to stay in full mount. Reyes is just hanging on here, guys. He's just trying to cover up now. Not really doing anything. Velasco landing elbows and punches, and referee Jason Herzog decides he's had enough after a few more of those. Ends the fight in the third round for your winner, Alex Velasco. Javier Reyes, just a bloody mess. Oh, it's so gross. Beautiful. I love it, though. Gross but beautiful. Gross but beautiful. Love it. Just bleed, guys. Just bleed. So I will stay through the official announcement, official result, and then, guys, unfortunately, I'm going to call it a night. I know there's 2 fights left, and it's early, but it's not early for me. I've been up all day. It's 20-1 on the East Coast, and I've been up since 6:30 a.m., so. And you know what? DAZN's buffering again, probably because I'm using up all the bandwidth for streaming too, so. Okay, it's good now. They're just showing the replays before the official results are given. So, anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. All who are watching, we got, looks like a couple viewers now. You know, it's been in and out all night. You know, people coming in and out. Really good fights overall tonight. Really exciting. And thank you to everyone for not complaining about where the fights are, because you know it's a fight reaction, fight companion. We don't show the actual fights, but thank you for listening to my garbage amateur commentary. You know, I had fun tonight. Combate is always fun. So thank you for joining me with this. Just waiting on the official results announcement. Velasco has his Mexican flag and he's getting it all bloody. That's one thing I don't like about when guys drape themselves in their flags. It's like, you're getting your flag all bloody. It's like, come on now. That's just the patriot in me, though. Some people don't consider that to be like a disrespectful. I wasn't Herzog. I'm sorry. I think that was 3 minutes, 8 seconds of the final round. And I kept saying it was Jason Herzog. I apologize. It wasn't Jason Herzog. It was the other guy who's been or one of the other guys who's been refereeing tonight. Yeah. 3 minutes, 8 seconds, third round. Your winner, Alex Velasco. But you have to work tomorrow, too. Unfortunately, with Combate, they don't even start till 10 p.m. on the East Coast, so. Tomorrow, UFC will be on pay-per-view. I'm not doing anything for it. I'm probably going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch the card. There is one female fight on the main card. Montana De La Rosa versus... What's the other girl's name? Can't even think of it now. I'm so tired. Versus local girl from Australia at 125 pounds. So please support them for that. Other than that, that's it for tonight for me. Stay tuned next week. Next Friday, we're going to do 2 live streams in one night. We're going to do the Bellator prelims on Friday night. And then we're going to be doing the Invicta FC card. And that starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Invicta FC 34. Headlined by a flyweight title fight between Vanessa Porto and Pearl Gonzalez. Should be a very exciting fight. I'll be doing a live stream preview of that on either Tuesday or Wednesday. Keep your eyes peeled. I haven't decided on a day for it yet. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. I'll do a preview for the entire card for Invicta 34. And we'll be doing a live fight companion for it on Friday night. Guys, until next time, thank you for joining me. I'm your host, Chuck Stevenson, WMAC Now. Please subscribe to the best, fastest growing women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Guys, have a good night.